Well, good day. My name is Dr. Rajan Kupan, and I am the clinical consultant for Wellness on the Go. And I'm here to tell you a bit about the organic detox vegetable broth. Now, in the human body, there are numerous enzyme processes that effect natural detoxification. These enzymes operate in many organ systems in our body, including the liver, the gallbladder, the kidney, the gut, and the blood, and even your skin. And so all these are potential excretory routes through which your body naturally eliminates metabolic waste. But when diet and lifestyle are out of sync with what your body needs, then other extraneous toxins begin to build up within your system. And the effect is basically a kind of sluggishness in the metabolism, creating a condition of low-grade fatigue, sometimes very intense fatigue. And so the process of disease begins with the accumulation of these different metabolic waste substances within the body. Now, as we age, these enzyme systems become weaker and they are unable to exert their beneficial effect as profoundly as they did when you were younger. And so the necessity for detoxification then becomes a reality for many people once they get to about 35 or so. Now, every medical system in the world has some kind of detoxification mechanism inherent in their medical approach. Now, the detox vegetable broth is an organic blend of vegetables that, and together with specific herbs and spices, creates a very efficient mechanism by which the body, and especially the liver, can start to loosen, mobilize, and eliminate these metabolic waste substances or these accumulated toxins in the different tissue. The effect is so amazing. We've been using this for about 42 years in clinical practice, and only about a year ago we've been able to now take the formula or the recipe and turn it into an instant organic broth. All these years patients would use the broth made at home. It was quite a performance to try and put it together, and there was all this vegetable waste that ensued. And so this development has been a kind of time-saving process that allows people now to use consistently the detox broth to achieve many different kinds of benefits. So primarily, this is what the detox broth will look like, by the way. It comes in a little bag. It has 30 sachets, and each sachet is 2 servings. So half of that in a mug mixed with about 100 ml of cold water until it's a smooth paste, and then to add in your 200 ml of boiling water. And the broth is taken at 10 o'clock and at 3 o'clock. Now, the blend of these different extracts from the vegetables has this very amazing capacity to soften, to loosen, to mobilize, and then to move the toxins toward the excretory organs. And that is a kind of an amazing thing, because this is a food, it's not a drug, and it's a food that enables you to bring about a restoration of your physiology back into a normal state. The profound effect of the detox broth can be determined by the different applications it has. So firstly, it is a kind of a global organ detox that will ensue once you use it. And because it's being used at 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. twice a day, we're piggybacking on the liver cycle. This is when the liver becomes the most active, and as you may well know, the liver is the major detoxification organ in the body. Numerous enzyme systems like the P450 cytochrome system that denatures drugs, etc., and especially if you're on chronic drug medication, taking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different medications, then this is going to be of huge value in terms of how you get rid of all of that accumulating drug in your body. So besides the detoxification, the broth is an alkaline broth. It basically will reverse the acidity in your body. And almost all chronic inflammation or chronic inflammatory conditions in the body result from accumulating acidity in the body. So inflammation creates this acidity, and it can produce many, many different uncomfortable symptoms. One of those conditions that the broth benefits is the gastroesophageal reflux condition, where the body, especially the liver, is producing excessive amounts of acidic bile, and gradually this broth will eliminate that condition, bringing the liver and the gallbladder back into balance. So it is also a liver detox substance that can be used. Now, when we recommend the detox broth, we recommend that you use it for 30 days as a start. Some people may need 2 cycles or 3 cycles of 30 days. One of the most astounding benefits of this detox broth is the effect it has on fat metabolism. So you begin to break down metabolic fat, metabolic or accumulated fat within the abdomen. And this can be measured in centimeters. So if you start out, measure your centimeters around your belly button, and then once a week measure that and see what kind of change that happens. So every centimeter you're losing around your abdominal girth roughly equates to 2.75 kilograms of fat. That's a huge amount to be losing. And it's so simple to do. Just drink this twice a day and the effect begins. Now, the other benefits are for diabetics. So anyone who has prediabetes, where your blood sugar is raised, insulin resistance, then this is an amazing formula, because it literally helps you to correct the rising blood sugar. And because one of the substances in the broth is a non-GMO corn starch, the starch itself, the corn starch, is a complex carbohydrate. It feeds the muscles with a good kind of carbohydrate but does not spike the blood sugar. And this is of tremendous benefit to diabetics, because it then brings down the blood sugar, but it preserves the muscle mass. A lot of diabetics lose muscle as part of their disease process, and that is because the glycogen, which is a stored form of glucose, is being burnt out. And so this begins to maintain the muscle mass. Besides the other benefits of correcting the metabolism, the overall increase in energy is quite something to see. And so as you use this at intervals, you will notice a gradual improvement in your overall energy levels. You feel lighter, bloating starts to reverse, constipation, especially if you're not eliminating very well, that begins to improve. So multifaceted benefits coming from this broth, and no side effects with it. You can use it very comfortably, and many of our patients have come back to use it again and again. Now it's available in the convenience of an instant organic broth. It's still organic, but an instant broth mixes within like 30 seconds and ready to drink. So it's available on the website. If you go to shop on the wellnessonthego.sa.com website, you will be able to order it there. Unfortunately, it's only available within South Africa at the moment. We haven't been able to ship it out to other countries yet, largely because of the restrictive customs regulations that operate in many of these other countries. But let's be confident that this might happen in the future. So we invite you to try this vegetable broth. It comes in 2 pack sizes, a 30-day pack and a 15-day pack. and it can be delivered to you by courier. It takes about 2 days or 3 days, and you can pay online at the shopping site. Well, I hope you've had some insight into the vegetable broth. Anyone can use it. It's very, very amazing in its taste. But remember, the broth only has 50 calories. It's not a meal. Unless you want to do intermittent fasting for weight loss or for better diabetic control, then it can be used as a meal replacement. But rather, don't substitute this for a meal because it only has 50 calories. Thank you for that.